Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, we'll take a look at tonight's game as the Sabres let one just kind of roll right over them today. Let's take a look at it coming up. Well, plain and simple in that one, I guess in a nutshell, we just didn't score on any of our chances, and they seem like they scored on every one of theirs. So it's like just one of those games where anyway, I watched it right to the bitter end, even the empty net goal, the whole thing. But there's some glaring things that I seen that I didn't like. But, you know, like offensively, the boys looked okay. They didn't look as sharp, though. I know, like, they were kind of saying the Sabres had all sorts of chances. And I didn't feel right about this, even at the second intermission. They just didn't seem on, you know. It didn't seem as crisp, their passing. And their physical game was nowhere tonight, so... Anyway, let's take a look at some numbers, guys. I'm going to throw this up there, and I just got out of the shower, so my hair is soaking wet. And we'll look at, look, there was some glaring things in this one. God. But was it that bad? No. You know, like, you just knew they weren't going to win this game, right? It just seemed like it. Okay, let's look at the numbers here. The face-offs, we had 55%. They had 45. They were 2 for 3 in the power play. And we know what 2 goals those were. That turned the whole table of the game. We were 0 for 2 in the power play. They had 7 hits. We had 4. 4 hits in the game. Guys, I mean, we had 3 hits in the first period when I checked. I remember the hits were like 3-1, I believe. It might have been 4-1. I think it was 3-1 after the first. We had 1 hit the last 2 periods. Not going to win many games that way. They had 13 blocks. We had 4. 6 giveaways apiece. The takeaways. Can't be too many, I'm guessing. Let's check. The takeaways for St. Louis. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's not bad for the Sabres. 7. 10-2 for the Sabres. So they were trying to play really, I thought, St. Louis's game against them. You know? That's just kind of how I felt, guys, with this one. Watching it. And Tarasenko, everything he touched seemed to go in today. So that is that. Let's check the shots. In the first period, 9-7 St. Louis. I liked our tempo in the first period. I did. And the second period, 13-9 for the Sabres. And in the third period, 17-10 for the Sabres. In the game, 37-28 for the Sabres. I myself, just me, I didn't find the shots on goal dictated what happened in that game. Not really. St. Louis pretty much had an easy road to a win in this game. We weren't scoring at any chances. And a lot of these 37 shots were not high-danger chances either. You know, quite a few. I don't know the number of that in the game, but I can tell you that, you know, it's not like the Blues came in and rolled on us like the score would indicate, but the Sabres are kind of in that mode right now where if we just hang around expecting the guy next to them to do it and not take it upon themselves to do it, it's not going to happen. I was happy to see Power get his first point. That was a nice moment, actually. He was a -1 for the night. He had 3 shots on goal, led all defensemen. He had a block, a giveaway, but he had 3 takeaways. So that was a very impressive stat, I thought, today. He played well there. Oh, Power, guys, had 23 minutes and 10 seconds of ice time, only second behind Rasmus Dahlin tonight. He had more time than Yoki Haru, 4 seconds, but just for the record. So he's getting his time in there. And the boys are now officially out of this brutal schedule, and we can get back to some regular games, you know. God, it seemed like we're just playing elite teams night after night after night. And the schedule, I'm going to actually do that video tomorrow, guys. I want to do a video on the schedule. We're going to take a look at it, break it down a bit. So we got a weekend set with the Flyers. You know, we're at home on Saturday night, and then we're in Philly Sunday early evening at 5 o'clock. So we got back-to-back with the Flyers. That's the next thing on the agenda. We'll see how that pans out there, guys. And as for this game here, no joke, when I was just so happy the buzzer went off at the end. Really? That's just how I felt in this one. I was just, good Lord, please let it be done. You know, like it was, you know, I'd had enough. I had enough watching this game. This game, you just felt they even were going to get another goal, and they didn't. It just was one of those things where it just didn't feel like nothing would go in tonight, no matter what we did. Binnington played a good game. He was solid, though. He was solid in nets. Our big, heavy chances were far and few, though I found not enough traffic, really, like I wanted to see. The shots really, for me, just didn't say it tonight. Maybe it's just me looking the way I seen the game. I don't know. I was hoping to see more physical play. 4 hits, 1 hit in 2 periods. It's like, come on, we're not going to win games that way. And we could have took advantage of them because this is not a big hitting team, these guys. You've seen, they had 7 hits tonight. If we could have maybe went at them harder, with the body. We sure missed Samuelson today in the lineup, eh? Really, I missed his presence in that lineup today. Jeez, I was hoping, like I was hearing things when I heard he wasn't going to play in this game. I was like, oh, God. I was hoping, he was going to play, but he didn't. It is what it is, The boys overall didn't play a bad game overall, but they didn't play an effort that resembled anything close to like playoff hockey, hard-nosed playoff hockey, hard-nosed hockey. Wasn't like that today. Tuck looked off too, I thought, in this game. I know he scored, but he kind of looked off with his chances and his passing, and everything just seemed a little off tonight. I'm not going to say we played awful like the score would say, but it just seemed like no matter what we did today, we were just kind of off with our passing and our rushing. And credit to the Blues in this one, the way their game plan worked. They made sure they clogged up the middle of the ice best they could on us, and it was working. You guys seen it. It was working. The neutral zone was not as easy to get through as, say, we were playing another team. Not in this one. This was different. Had a different feel to it, a frustrating feel, Seemed like that this would be the type of game that in the playoffs the Blues would do to somebody. Had that feel to it. Just that there's no way the Sabres, this was anything resembling their best effort. I didn't think so anyway. And we had chances in the game. The sustained pressure wasn't like we were buzzing all over them in their zone or anything. I guess that would be the best way to put it. So overall, hey, after they made it like 4-2, I was like, this doesn't feel good right now. So the boys now are down to 6 games. We'll have to see how the rest of the season goes to hopefully finish out the season with 30 wins. They got to win half of them. I don't see why we can't, looking at the schedule. We just got to have our wits about us, and I'm sure they're looking at it too. If we're looking at it as fans, some of us, I'm sure they're looking at that number. They're saying, there's no reason we can't double the amount of wins. Everybody thought we get about 15 wins this year. Let's get 30, and then we'll see what happens come the off season, guys. It's that's just the nature of the beast. So okay, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow when I get back. I'm going to be gone all morning, and I'll be back in the afternoon, and I'm going to try and put up a normal day again because I know I'm due. I'll get on my notes at some point this weekend and try to establish some normalcy, not just in my life, on the channel again. So once again, sorry about that, but you will see me soon. I'll see you guys at some point tomorrow. I want to slap up some videos tomorrow, no matter what. No matter how my head is, doesn't matter. I will get up there and get on it tomorrow and do the actions. Once again, guys, and I don't want to say move on. I'm not ready for that. Okay, I'm not ready. But for the sake of following my commitment, I definitely plan on being up tomorrow and having a good day, or good evening at least, when I'm back. So I'm going to come up with some ideas tomorrow. And hopefully I can throw up 3-4 videos tomorrow night. And I do want to discuss the rest of the season now, because now we're through the brutal phase. We're now in phase 2, which is, I'm not going to say they're easy games, because there's no easy games in this league. The minute you think they're easy, you start losing those games. So I don't want to go there. But the way this season should close out, we should be able to manage 3 wins in the last 6 games no matter what, and we still have a shot to mess up one more team, which is Boston, which I'm hoping they do. So we'll see then. Have a good night, guys. Good to see you again. I know I haven't been around, but I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.